My name's Emoni. I come from the Weewacum First Nation, which is located in Campbell River, British Columbia. There's this thing called the Tribal Journeys, which is people from all over Alaska, Washington, Canada would canoe up the side of Washington into Canada, and they made a stop in Campbell River. And I remember just like hundreds of canoes rolling up, and it was actually right across the street from my house. So seeing that was kind of like one of the biggest part of my culture that I remember from a child. My mom is First Nation from Canada, so she also comes from the Weewacum First Nation. And my dad is African American. I grew up mostly with my mom, and she is like one of the strongest people I've ever met. She always taught me to have respect for my elders. And my dad was always there for me to support me in anything like sports related, because he played football and basketball at Wazoo. I was really close with my papa, my mom's dad. He lived like probably 4 houses down. I'd eat dinner there every single night. In the moment, growing up, having everyone be there at my games, it was obviously awesome, like I loved having them there, but I didn't realize how truly important that was to me until I came here. Obviously, my mom and my papa are at every single home game, but even the away games, kind of not having anyone in the stands that's like part of my family is a little bit weird.
Heard about Emoni from a family member actually down in California. They said there was a team from Canada who was visiting and scrimmaging against different club teams, and they said there was this kid that stood out. And it probably wasn't until maybe 2 years later that we went up to Canada to take a look at her, and all of a sudden it went from someone that we need to keep an eye on to someone that we need to have on our team pretty quickly.
On the court, I think she's very uplifting, very steady and consistent. Just someone who you can turn to and you know that she'll have your back and hype you up.
Mostly I just think about someone whose potential I'm constantly trying to chase down, and that's exciting as a coach, knowing that you could spend 4 or 5 years with an athlete and not get them to kind of their pinnacle. I think that the best is ahead for her.
I would describe Emoni off the court as just like a well-rounded, overall great person. She makes you feel so included and welcomed and wanted.
Emoni sees herself representing things much bigger than herself. She has Olympic aspirations with Team Canada. Her work ethic and what she aspires to do is pretty obvious.
There's never a day where we're not trying to become better people, better players, better teammates, better coaches. And I think having that mindset drives us to believe in ourselves.
The biggest thing when people ask about values is just this concept of growth, that these 4 or 5 years you're supposed to enter one person and leave someone totally different. I'll think about who Emoni was at 17 when she came here, and who she leaves here at 21 or 22, they're going to be quite different. Still Emoni, you know, as her authentic self, but it's going to be an incredible journey of growth.
I think she's someone who walks with her head held high, her chest out, shoulders back, just very proud of who she is and a very confident person, and it's inspiring.
I know a lot of Native American youth grow up in smaller communities because that's just where they're placed, but I hope that them seeing me here shows them that you can really do anything and you can achieve anything. It's like with any of the resources that you're given, take advantage of them.
Part of the college experience is young people discovering different layers of their identity and leaning into it. And what impresses me most about Emoni is that she's extended herself, you know, and her time to the different communities that she represents, and that's something special. It's one thing to identify, it's another thing to embrace and enhance and give back.
Growing up, I didn't really have an idol or someone Indigenous to look up to and like see myself in that person. So when I first started playing, I didn't really know which direction I was going. But now that I'm here, being able to represent not only my nation, but all First Nations youth that play sports, don't play sports, or in the arts, can just see themselves playing at like the highest level possible, it just fills my heart so much. After a game, when I have like a little kid come up to me and tell me what tribe they're from and how like seeing me play out there just makes them so excited to go out and play sports. It's so awesome, and it's somewhere I probably like never thought I would be. I feel so much gratitude and I feel so thankful every time something like that happens.